All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel and my second attempt at recording this review, and hopefully I won't mess up as many times. So say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, and Log and TV, and let's get started. This is the Miguron Knives Centurion 2. You got this really cool pouch inside. Basic box. You do have some paperwork. Really nice logo there for Miguron. Now, I previously had the Pagos, and there were some issues on the Pagos. And I will tell you already, this is a big upgrade from there. This is a great knife with a couple of minor tweaks that could happen. But I am so glad I got this one and get to add it to my collection. And so we're going to get started. Now, I'm going to reference White Mountain Knives because they have this in stock, and it's where I purchased it. And guys, this knife is $210 at White Mountain Knives, and then you get the 10% off using the code KnivesFAST at checkout. They have a red marble carbon fiber, a blue marble carbon fiber, as you can see, and you know I dig the blue, and they have a black marble carbon fiber. So really, really loving this knife. Now, as far as the looks, again, that carbon fiber is pretty nice and rolled and chamfered. It is ever so slightly, as you can see, contoured. I wish it was a little bit more, but that's just me. You do have these great, places for your hand as far as how it's milled out there with the chamfering. You do have access to the lock bar a little bit, and there's plenty of room here to get in there, and the lock bar actuates really well. There's no stick. There's no anything like that. And by the way, while we're here, the lock is about 10 to 15, but the geometry seems to be good. There's no lock rock. There's no blade play. Really, really locked up. Very nice. No screws on this side at all, guys. I think that is really cool. So you have this screw for the barrel spacer and this screw for the clip. Now, the clip does appear to be sitting down in, well, is it or is it not? I'm confusing myself. I think it's sitting down inside the scale. It is right side only. It does move a little bit with that one screw, but maybe if I tightened it, it would be fine. Again, good chamfering on this side. No screws on this side. Literally the pivot, the clip, and that's it. Such a simple design. You do have a back spacer. You do have milling on the lock side, but no milling on the show side, which is really cool. And I dig it. And again, that's probably to allow them room for the carbon fiber, and the carbon fiber will cut down on the weight as well. You do have that Miguron pivot, which is really cool. Pivot. Tooling on here, which is T8, really cool. Thumb studs are milled a little bit to make them look kind of cool, and they work well. You do have a full flat grind, nice sharpening choil. It is not a finger choil. Great swedging, and what a belly on this drop point blade. That is what drew me into this. They had some others. I was interested in the Kerans, but I'm not a big front flipper guy, and I've heard that front flipper tab is pokey stabby to your hand. And then they have the AM8, which is their other brand, Flicks, which is really cool, but again, it's another front flipper. So I said, I'm getting this one, and I'm really glad that I did. Now, let's talk about action a little bit. Now, the detank could be a little stronger. It's not bad. You can see I can flick it out here really, really well, and I can middle finger flick it super easily. It pops out, so it's not like the detent is non-existent. It's there. It's definitely there. It just could be a little bit stronger. Can I fail it? Yep. Well, you see how it barely came out. There we go. So you can fail it, but if you give it full go, it's going to go. It's not a problem. As far as droppage, this thing is a free dropper. And again, I did that kind of awkwardly because I wanted to get my thumb out of the way. But normally I drop it to my thumb, bring it on down. But if you want to, well, see, I suck at it. But if you're good at getting out of the way, you can. Lined up nice and centered. Again, I like the way they do their lock bar access. It is sort of like a bolster lock here because you have that overlap, but it's a frame lock. Let's just be. You do have nice chamfering to get in there. Really, I mean, this thing is good. Now, as far as ergos, you have this thumb ramp here. Really, really dig that. It is a 4-finger knife for me with a little bit left over Really cool. I don't usually like knives that sort of lock you into a grip, but that allows this knife to feel like nobody's going to pull it out of my hand. It's just not happening, and it feels good. I like it. I like the way it feels in my hand. It's really, really nice. Let's see if I can cut without screwing it up. The edge is pretty good. It could probably use a stropping right now because I've carried this one a lot since I've gotten it, but let's give it a try. All right, there we go. So you can see, I mean, it's not a laser beam out of the factory, but it is sharp. It is definitely sharp. They definitely know how to sharpen an edge. Let's talk about the specs over here. If I can actually talk, which would be great. Again, this one is $210, but with the 10% off, that is much, much better. It is 8.12 inches overall. 3.5 inches on the blade. The blade thickness is 0.12, nice, thin, and slicey. S90B, S90V, 59-61 on the Rockwell hardness. 4.65 inches on the handle. So again, perfect for me. And guys, it says it's 5.5 ounces on White Mountain's website, but it's not. It's 3.92. I checked it out on my scale just a moment ago. Tip-up pocket clip, right side only. Really, really digging this knife, guys, as you might be able to tell. So again, the Miguron Centurion 2. Now, the Centurion looked really cool, but the Centurion 2 is the bomb. Really loving it. So tell me what you think, guys. I mean, look at that blue shred. Just loving it. I do wish there was a little more blue, but that's just me. Oh, I forgot to talk about one more thing. On the pocket clip, you do have kind of a low clearance on the ramp. So on some pants, it definitely wanted to just sit there and do this and not go under. So I wish there was a little more clearance, like it was just ever so slightly taller. If it did, I think that would be really, really amazing. Other than that, good. The retention on the clip is good, and the way it carries is wonderful. Again, it kind of tips to the side just slightly, and it is good. Now, and this, guys, is a fidgety knife for me. Really, really love playing with it, and I've loved carrying it. So, again, let me know what you think. If you have any more questions, if I missed anything with my scattered brain, please ask them down in the comments. And hopefully this is one you're interested in, because I sure love it. But there you go. The Miguron Centurion 2. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. And guys, if you're not subscribed, then, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. But just do it. Come on. Subscribe and hit that bell so you know when we're going live and doing other content. And thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.